You didn't fail your budget because you were weak. You failed because the standard advice was designed to break your brain. They tell you to track every penny. They tell you to use a zero-based budget. It sounds responsible. But what if I told you that this specific method is actually a psychological weapon working against you? In the next 4 minutes, I'm going to explain why 90% of people abandon their budget by week 3, and it has nothing to do with discipline. It is about a concept called locus of control, and understanding it is the only difference between the people who manage poverty and the people who escape it. Here's the cycle you know too well. You start a new budget, you feel powerful, you assign every single dollar a job. For 7 days, you feel like a god, but by week 3, the spreadsheet looks like a prison cell. By week 5, you quit. Why? Because traditional budgeting triggers a neurological state called decision fatigue. Every time you look at that spreadsheet to decide if you can buy a sandwich, you burn mental energy. You are making hundreds of micro decisions a week. Eventually, your battery dies, and when your willpower hits 0, your primal brain takes over. You don't just slip up, you binge. The system that was supposed to give you control actually stole it. But it gets darker. When you obsess over every dollar, you are signaling to your brain resources are scarce. Your brain hears scarcity and interprets it as a threat. This shifts you into survival mode. Your IQ actually drops. You become emotional. This is why you impulse buy that $40 item you didn't need. It isn't a lack of discipline, it is a stress response. This brings us to the locus of control. This is the psychological term for how much you believe you influence your own life. Poor people have an external locus. They believe life happens to them. Wealthy people have an internal locus. They believe they steer the ship. The irony, a strict budget forces you into an external locus. You become a slave to your own spreadsheet. So how do we fix the glitch? You don't need more willpower, you need a better system. You need to stop budgeting and start automating. Step 1. Automate the survival. Set up transfers the moment your income hits. Savings, bills, investments, they leave your account before you even see them. You make the decision once, not 100 times a month. You remove the weak link, which is you, from the equation. Step 2. The Freedom Fund. This is non-negotiable. You must allocate 5 to 10% of your money to pure, guilt-free waste. Call it a bribe for your brain. When you know you have permission to spend, the psychological feeling of restriction vanishes. The cage door opens. Let's zoom out. This isn't about spreadsheets. This is about the profound difference between managing your life and building it. The system wants you stuck in the weeds, counting pennies, feeling guilty, and reacting to expenses. That is the behavior of a servant. The behavior of an owner is to build a machine that works for them. If you have failed at budgeting before, stop blaming yourself. You were fighting a battle against your own neurology. Change the mechanism. Automate the discipline, and stop counting the cost of your coffee so you can start counting the value of your freedom. If you're ready to stop playing by their rules, subscribe. We're just getting started.